Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Mary and I post 2 videos every single week on Sundays and Thursdays about mostly makeup and bookish content. Today's video is going to be on this look and several others that incorporate color in a more subtle way for people who are new to color and want to incorporate it into their routine this summer. I love colorful makeup. I wear color on a daily basis in my eye looks. But sometimes you just want to be a little more toned down. So if that's you, then this video is for you. Or if you are a neutral lover and you're just thinking, what should I do with that pop of blue in every palette that has come out in the last 2 years? This video also could be for you. I'm really excited to share these looks with you. They're not like unique and super interesting and like, wow, I'm the first person to ever think of them, but they are techniques that I use on a daily basis in my own routines. So I hope you enjoy this video. If you do, please remember to give it a thumbs up. And if you would like to, you can go ahead and subscribe down below. I would absolutely love to have you on this channel. And I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm just in the mood to play with some makeup today. So I think I'm just gonna try to do a couple of really nice, easy, colorful looks. We're just gonna sort of see where this goes. Excuse my background, everything's a mess right now. But with that said, I think, let's zoom in just a little bit. But I figured I'd start off by one of my favorite colorful eye techniques, which is just a light crease shade and then a pop in the inner corner to add some color and along the lower lash line. So we're gonna start with that. For this, I am just gonna be using my Melt Vita, and I'm gonna take the light brown Atole shade right here and just put that through my crease. And I did already prime my lids with a bit of concealer. I just used my NARS creamy concealer that's in my Shop My Stash right now. And then my face makeup is already done, or at least foundation, concealer, powder, contour. That's all been done. Now that I've laid that groundwork down, I do want to bring in a little bit of a pinkier tone. I'm going to bounce through a lot of palettes right now, so I apologize if that gets on your nerves. But I'm going to take Date, which is this peachy shade from the Chocolate Truffle palette by I Heart Revolution. I'm just going to add that into my crease as well. And that's really all I'm going to do as far as that is concerned. I'm going to use Candlelit from the same palette, which is this shade, and put that all over the lid. And then go back in with that crease brush to blend it out a little bit. But there's that. And then here's where the color comes in. I'm gonna go in with Blood Milk. This is a lip liner technically. I'm not telling you that you should use lip liners in your waterline, but I do it all the time. I don't know if it's eye safe, so don't do it if you are worried about it not being eye safe, okay? Yes, okay. Just gonna run that along my lower lash line, like that, and I'm going to connect it in here to my upper lash line, just like that. And then I'm going to take this hot fuchsia head over heels at the bottom. It's like a purpley pink, and I'm going to run that right along that lower lash line as well. This is one way that I find is really nice to get just like a bright color into your eye look. On the other side, I'm gonna start doing the same thing, just using the same brush and the same shade from this palette, the same neutral brown. Except for I'm gonna add Soul, which is this orange shade right here. And I'm gonna put that in the crease as well. And then I'm going to take Amore Eterno. This is the brush that came in the Naked 3 palette, yes. But just any flat shader brush like that would be great. I'm going to take that with the bright purple or bright yellow in this palette and just pull that into the inner corner. And for me, the key to making this stand out but still look cohesive is to make sure you blend that into the crease shades up here. So that's why I wanted to put that orange in, because that'll really help it to still stand out, but to blend just a bit more. I'm sorry I'm dipping into so many palettes, but I'm just gonna put in this matte pinky base shade from my Naked 3 palette, again, on my finger, and I'm just gonna tap that all over my lids. And then go back in with that crease color and blend around the edges of that. So those are 2 ways to add a nice bright pop of color. We've got the purple along the lower lash. This is more like a hot pink on camera, I think, but I think in person it looks a little more purple. And then the bright yellow of the opposite eye. And these are 2 looks that I go for all the time, especially in summer. They're just really easy ways to bring bright colors in. I just used the, oh, you can see, the Too Faced Damn Girl, my like mini mascara that I have, to finish off the eyes. And then I did end up using Pearl Cove by Milani, which again is busted, on the cheeks for blush, and then my just champagne single highlighter from an unknown source as my cheek highlight. And now I'm trying to decide if I'm gonna do a bright lip. I might do a bright lip on this side and then a nude lip on this side, so it's like completely split face. I think I might do that. Okay. So on this side, I did go for a bright orange, this Marc Jacobs gloss. This is in the shade Forbidden Fruit. And then on this side, I just went for my Dose of Colors lipstick in Brulee. But yeah, those are so silly. Those are 2 of the ways that I like to incorporate color. They're definitely both very subtle. This is a little less subtle than this, but you can do this with like a pastel blue or any color really. I guess my top tip for if you want to keep things really subtle is keep it neutral in the crease and on the lid and add the color as an actual pop. But yeah, those are 2 of the looks that I'm gonna do for this. Okay, hi, I'm back. I have removed and reapplied my pretty much whole face of makeup. The same way that I did before, where I just have foundation, concealer, contour, and powder on. I only powdered under my eyes and then a little bit of my T-zone. For this, I'm going to use my Jewel Rocks palette. This is specifically for people who have about 100 palettes with pop-up blue and you're like, what am I supposed to do with that blue? I'm going to show you one way that you can use a blue or just any dark, colorful eyeshadow, basically. If you have them and you're like, I will never use this, this is a really easy way that you can use it. So I'm going to start this look the same with the crease. Just a neutral brown in the crease. I'm going to use the same Essilor shade from my Melt Vita palette. I'm just going to pull that through the crease lightly just to define it a bit. You don't even really have to do that if you don't want to. I just like to. And then I'm going to take the blue shade from in here, that bright blue, this one, on a liner brush. So for this, I have a lot of options of brushes that would work for something like this. There are liner brushes that are flat and straight across, like this one from Sonia Kashuk. There are liner brushes that are a little thicker on the ends and angled, like this one from Eco Tools. And then I have this one from It that is angled in the brush area, but not in, or in the actual, like, the handle, the brush handle. I think I'm gonna use, almost dropped it. I'm gonna use the Sonia Kashuk one to start, just to line above here, and then I might flick out a little bit and then detail it up with that It one. But any style like that is totally fine. It's just whatever you're comfortable with using. I'm just gonna tap in like that, tap off the excess, and just run it along the upper lash line. And the way I'm trying to line this is so that it gets thicker towards the edges where I'm gonna make the wing and stays thinner at the front of the eye. You can even stop right there if that's really all you're comfortable with. I'm gonna try to wing it out though. When you're making a wing, What I find helpful for wings is to follow your lower lash line to the angle where the wing would go if it were, as if it were an extension of that lower lash line angle. I didn't do a very good job right there. I am not a makeup artist. I'm a law student. Truly doing the best I can. Okay, I fixed that shape up a bit with some concealer. I'm not the best at wings, so I apologize, but that is essentially what it will look like. You can connect it to the lower lash line to add some more pops, but I think I'm gonna leave it as is. And then I'm gonna go ahead and do the other eye off camera, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I did go ahead and do the other side off camera. This side doesn't have the crease shade in it, because I wanted you to see what it looks like without that, but I think I am gonna go ahead and add that really quick. Just adds a nice bit of definition. And then a wing like this you can do with really any color, and I found it's just a really easy way to use especially dark colors that you don't normally use. Like if you have like a really dark green or like a dark blue like this one, it's just a really nice easy way to use them. But that's it for all the eye looks that are subtle ways to use color. And if you have made to this point and you're like, none of those are really for me, I'm really not about a bright purple lower lash line, a bright yellow inner corner, or a dark blue wing, maybe the eye look isn't for you, but maybe you can add color via a lipstick. So I'm gonna go ahead and put on, this is a hot pink CoverGirl lipstick. I think the shade is Siren. I've had this for a while. I'm gonna put on a hot pink lip and then apply a little bit of this to my cheeks as blush, which is something that I would really recommend if you are wanting a brighter appearance and you want your whole look to be cohesive. Just with my finger in the bullet. Can probably use a brush for this, but I'm not going to. I'm going to tap that on my cheeks. This is a foundation brush by It. It's like a travel size, RIP to travel. I'm just going to blend that out on my cheeks. And then if this is too bright, which I have a slight feeling that it might be, I'm going to tap over it with my foundation brush that I used for my foundation today. And I like to blend my blush back over my other makeup. Foundation brush, just tapping over the edges of that to keep it from being too pink. And now I'm gonna add some highlight. I'm gonna add more of that champagne to my cheekbones and around my eye. And I might go ahead and pop this in my inner corner as well. But that is it. Those are my 4 tips to incorporating color into your makeup this summer. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you try out any of these techniques, make sure to tag me on Instagram. It's at GodBlessAmerica, or tweet them at me. It's the same little tag. That'll be in the description box below. If you are into makeup and bookish content, please feel free to subscribe. It would mean a lot to me. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!